folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. This video here is going to be sort of a follow-up to this little swarm here that's in this nuke. I believe that swarm came out of this hive right here. And the reason I believe that is when I checked this, I think it's been 3, maybe 4 weeks ago, this hive was very strong. It was full of brood and it was queen right. After this swarm, I went through all my hives. I broke them apart in the middle looking for swarm cells, and I didn't find any. I found a few cups in one hive that were just getting started. So to me, it's too early for a swarm. So I decided I was going to put a brood frame in here, and well, why not do it with the closest hive? So I started right here. I went through this hive. There was no brood, and it was queenless. When I got to the bottom, I found some emergency queen cells. I believe they're emergency or supercedure in the bottom, and the population was still pretty strong. So what I believe has happened is this queen has failed in here. Multiple queens emerged out of those emergency queen cells, and we had a cast swarm. So one of the virgin queens left and took some of the bees. Another one stayed. They chose that queen, hopefully, and there's another queen in here. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check this real quick and see what it looks like and see if I spot me a queen in here. So let's get started. Okay, so you can see I did put one super on it because it's a strong hive, and they'll do a lot of forage even though it's queenless. But I'm not seeing a lot of bees up here in this super. Very few. Things look okay down here. Okay, let's scoot through here real quick and see if we can spot a queen. Most of the bees are right in here. I brought my smoker over, but I don't intend to use it. So we have some nectar right here. I see some liquid, which is good. I was concerned also about them running out of food stores. So it appears they're doing some forage. That's some old drone comb there. And we got some liquid in this one. Not a whole lot. There's a pretty good amount right there. So I'm not concerned now about them starving out, because they can have more population than they could forage for. So this is basically an empty comb, undrawn. So I put these in the middle, planning for them to draw these out, because here's another one. Looks like they're starting on this one, drawing it out. If you can see that. Well, these bees are calm, just like in that nuke. So I'm really going to look close for a queen right here. It's mainly nectar right there. So if you see nectar on a frame, you're likely not going to see a queen looking to lay on that. She's going to want a nice empty frame that's got nice polished cells in the bottom. They'll be shiny. I saw a bee do a waggle dance. That tells me they're getting out and foraging. So she was telling the other bees where to go, where the redbuds are, which they aren't hard to find right now. No queen. So we have to keep an eye on this hive and make sure it gets queen right. If not, we'll just, and this queen in this little swarm gets bred good, we'll just combine her back in here where she came from. Assuming this is where she came from. But hopefully I'll find her sister queen. No luck. Let's check the bottom. So yeah, I gave them some pollen patty from some other hives because their food stores were low, and they had pretty much cleaned it up. There's a little bit left in there. There's some good looking new comb right there. It's new from last year. It's not this year's yet, but it's nice, good light colored comb. They're getting a little upset. Yeah, I see a lot of liquid on this frame. It's good. It's probably a plum tree blossom. All this is liquid in here. I wouldn't expect to see a queen on here. Man, that's some prime laying comb right there. It's new comb. Looks like they may have drawn it out recent. Nice clean cells. Man, I'm thinking this is my queen frame here if we got one. Right here's supercedure cell, or an emergency cell. I think there's some more down low. I'm gonna get this back in the sunlight. See that cell right there? See how it's nice and round at the bottom? That's where the queen chewed a nice perfect circle around there to emerge. So we know a queen came out of that. When there's a hole in the side that's kind of oblong, that's from another queen chewing into it, or the other bees chew into it after the queen has stung it from the side. Not seeing one there. So this is our frame that has the other cells. See, there's two right there. And there's one right here under this bunch of bees. That one looks like it may not be open yet. Well, we're going to leave it alone. So that's at least 3 queens have emerged in this hive. And one may still be on standby there. I bet that's a dud though. I am seeing a few drones in here too, which is a good thing. That means we got drones around in this area. Assuming other hives have drones for the queens to mate with. It's not too early, is my point. Ah, bingo! She's right there on the corner. Where did she go? Well, she was on this side. She made it around here. And virgin queens, man, they're like track stars. She was hauling. But yeah, I saw her like way down in the edge of the frame, like down in here on the other side. Gosh, she may have already gone back over here. Oh, there she is right there. Hope you can see that. I can't take my eye off her or we'll be in trouble. And she looks smaller than the one in the swarm. So I'm gonna get her back in here as soon as possible. There's another cell right there. So the hive is queen right, but she needs to mate. Woohoo! Someone put a comment about, I thought when the first queen hatched out that she would go kill all the other ones. And yeah, they will do that. I think it's a timing thing. And I think it's more when they know that there's too much competition and they have a good queen, a good mated queen. And once they know they're good, I think that's when the other queens get taken out or they'll leave. And I think that's more on the swarm cells than these supercedure type. Bees don't do what you think they're going to do every time. They do strange things. You never know. Once you think you figured them out, they do something weird. All right, let's get this back together. It's okay to use smoke now. I'm not looking for my queen. Get these out of the pinch point, or the squish point. I think to have a super on this is a little optimistic, but I'm going to go with it. If it was this strong and full of brood, you know, that's the next workforce coming out, but there's no brood in there. So what you see is what you get for 21 days if she started laying right now, which she's not. She's not going to lay for probably another 2 weeks at the earliest, I would guess. And so yeah, they'll probably get some honey in this upper deep, but this super, I'll just make a mental note, and if I need a super somewhere else, I'll grab this one. Okay, yeah, how about that? I hung in there and I took my time and I looked real good, and it was like, what, the next to the last frame on the bottom. So you just gotta be patient, take your time, and really look hard for those virgin queens. Look for a fast moving bee, because that's probably the one it is. So that is it. Good news here. So we'll check this in 2 weeks. Give me a thumbs up on the video, and I'll keep making more, and be sure to subscribe on your way out, and we'll catch you on the next beekeeping video. Y'all take care.